All right, next up on the Dodge, if you have any of the second gen Dodges with the Cummins and all of that, you know that the steering, if nothing's ever been done to it, it's going to be a little bit loose. Always has been. I'm not a big fan of how they had it set up stock wise. You can really improve on it though. And one of the things you can do to improve your steering, if you've already done your ball joints, you know, your tie rod ends, things like that, and it's still a little bit loose, this is one. Like I said, I've had 3. This is my 3rd second gen Cummins, all of them 97s. I've had this on both of my other ones, and now I'm putting it on this one because this one doesn't have it. I can't believe how inexpensive these kits are now. This is off of Amazon. I want to say this was $45. I could be wrong. It might have been $50. I had to quadruple check it all over the place to make sure it was truly that cheap, because I could not believe it. I think the first time I bought one of these, like 10 years ago, it was a couple $100 or something ridiculous. Now it's down to like $50. That's crazy. It comes with everything that I used to come with the original kit. I can show you where this part goes. It comes with just kind of ho-hum instructions on how to install. If you really want to know how to install one of these, you can go online and look up a video. This isn't going to be a video on how to install it, but I am going to show you what it is, why I used it. I'll tell you about the improvements, and then I'll show you real quick where it's going to go. I'll show you where this goes too. And it's a must, because mine, oh, we're going to crawl under here. I don't spring chicken anymore, so it takes me a minute. So where this bolts up is, it bolts up here, so we're gonna have to pull the sway bar mounting bolts off and drop this down because it goes behind it. The loop goes around this actually, and then we actually screw this not onto here right now. You pull this nut off first, and then this is a replacement nut. It sucks up into the lock washer, and then what it does is that bearing that comes with the kit slides over this and then mounts to the bracket that we're putting on right now. And what this does is this holds the end of the steering here, because what this is doing is it's pivoting left and right, and it holds it still because there's a lot of pressure on these and whatnot. So it tightens all of this up, because all of my joints and everything on here are actually good and they're not loose. We just replaced the ball joints, where the guy did before I bought the truck, and you know, when I wiggle the tires, everything's fine, but where it's wiggling is up in here. And it can, you know, you want to check your, you know, your mounts to your frame and everything, make sure nothing's busted, because it can do that. But this is one of those things you really want to have on here. So we're gonna put it on, and I'm gonna let you know if it tightens the steering up. Oh, gotta get up. And I'll splice that in here. Once I put it on, it'll magically just, whoop, you know, hop on there. Not that good of a splicer, but we'll be back. Did the snappy thing work? Let's find out. All right. This was a fun one. Oh, you're not gonna be able to. This one's gonna be tougher to see. It's in. You can see the bearings on. It's lined up. Everything works. It's already greased. Bolts are in. I even degreased the frame. It had a bunch of grease up here, and I did this all in an hour. You're not gonna be able to see much in here. So the bar is in. The anti-sway bar goes behind this. So what you do is, when you disconnect the anti-sway bar, you have it leaning down, and then you match this up right behind the sway bar. You have to kind of slide it in, and then you pull them both up at the same time, and you use your new bolts, because they're longer, that comes with the kit, and you just set one, you know, maybe hold this up with your leg or something, set one, you know, just get the thread started, set the other. Don't tighten these all the way down. Just leave them loose. Leave them like, you know, a 1/4 inch backed out on all of them, on both sides. I see a lot of people in the comments are just like, this bearing doesn't line up with my, you know, my pin, and it doesn't work, and it's garbage, and blah blah blah. I can tell you exactly what they're doing when they say this bearing doesn't line up. They're tightening these down first and then trying to come in and put the bearing in. I do suggest putting this bearing in last. I would not put this in, tighten it down, and try and put it on. Don't do that. Leave the bearing off to last and come in here, put these bolts in, leave them loose, and then come on, slide the bearing over your shaft, you know, wiggle it in, and then put your bolts in. Make sure, you know, because you're going to have to move this, you know, back and forth to line it up, because there's slots in here. And then put this on, tighten this down, and then come back and torque these down. These are 16 millimeter or 5/8, one of the two. The back nut on here, on the back of here, is 5/8, and then I use 16 millimeter up here. When you're pulling this off, these are 15 millimeter here, and then the main nut on here is 1 5/16. And it took a breaker bar for me to get that nut off. And then the new screw-on piece here is 1 1/4, just so you know. But it's all hooked up. I'll do one more video driving it, let you know if this has tightened up my steering or not. Sorry I don't have more room so I could video out and you can kind of, you know, see it a little bit more clear. But it is what it is. It's in, like I said, this is an hour job maybe. Like if I'm trucking, I could probably do this. If I had this on a lift, I could probably do this in half an hour, 45 minutes. It's that nice. But give yourself an hour or so, just to be fair. And then don't forget to grease this afterwards, and because I never trust that they grease it ahead of time. So I'll pop back on and let you know if this tightened up my steering. All right, now that we have the, I wanted to do a follow-up video since I didn't finish it out. Now that we have the steering stabilizer on here, you know, did the steering actually improve? You can see everything. I also cleaned up everything under here, you know, cleaned all the grease off and just sprayed it with some Pour 15. Love that stuff. Does it drive better? Is the steering tighter? Absolutely. Way better. It could still be just a touch tighter, but that's mainly just because of the garbage steering design that they have created, you know, with this weird intersection when it should just be a crossbar and a, you know, a crossover steering. You can buy those kits, but I mean, you're looking at, you know, 1,000, 1,500 into it to get a nice cross. Well, it's not that much, I take that back, but if you do everything, you know, it's going to be $1,000 for a good one, crossover kit, and it's just not feasible, not for this. So yes, the steering stabilizer helps a lot if your steering wheel is loose, and I recommend doing it. That's the follow-up video there. We'll see you on the next one.